Contrary to so-called conventional wisdom, most Arabs in British Mandate Palestine and most of the 320,000 Arab refugees were migrant workers and descendants of the 1831 through 1947 Muslim immigrants from Egypt, Sudan, Lebanon, Syria, as well as Iraq, Saudi Arabia, Bahrain, Yemen, Libya, North Africa, and even Bosnia, India, and Afghanistan. Britain enticed Arab immigration and blocked Jewish immigration. Between 1880 and 1919, Haifa's Arab population surged from 6,000 to 80,000, mostly due to migrant workers. The eruption of the Second World War accelerated the demand for Arab manpower by the British Mandate's military and civilian authority. Arab migrant workers were imported by the Ottoman Empire and then by the British Mandate to work in major civilian and military infrastructure projects. Legal and illegal Arab migrants were also attracted by economic growth generated by the Jewish community since 1882. According to a 1937 report by the British Peel Commission, featured in Palestine Betrayed by Professor Ephraim Karsh, during 1922 through 1931, the increase of Arab population in the mixed towns of Haifa, Jaffa, and Jerusalem was 86%, 62%, and 37% respectively. According to John Peters' momentous book, From Time Immemorial, which was written in consultation with top authorities on Middle East history and politics, the 1931 census documented at least 23 different languages in use by Muslims in British Mandate Palestine, plus additional 28 languages in use by Christian Arabs, a total of 51 languages. The non-Jews in Palestine listed as their birthplaces at least 24 different countries. In 1917, the Arabs of Jaffa represented at least 25 nationalities, mostly Egyptians, but also Syrians, Yemenite, Persians, Afghanis, Hindus, and even Baluchis. The British Palestine Exploration Fund documented a proliferation of Egyptian neighborhoods in the Jaffa area, Abu Kabir, Sumail, Sheikh Munis, Salameh, Fejah, etc. The 1831 through 1840 conquest of the land of Israel by Egypt's Muhammad Ali was solidified by a flow of Egyptian and Sudanese migrants settling between Gaza and Tulkarem, up all the way to the Hula Valley. They followed in the footsteps of thousands of Egyptian draft dodgers who fled Egypt before 1831 and settled in Acre. In 1865, the British traveler Tristram documented in The Land of Israel, a journal of travels in Palestine, that there were Egyptian migrants in the Beit Shan Valley, Acre, Hadera, Netanya, and Jaffa. In 1878, groups of Algerians, Egyptians, Druze, Turks, Kurds, and even Bosnians immigrated to the area. In 1882, at least 25% of the 141,000 Muslims in the land of Israel were immigrants or descendants of those who arrived after the 1831 Egyptian conquest. In 1858, according to the British Consul General James Finn, the Muslims of Jerusalem were scarcely exceeding 1/4 of the whole population. Libyan migrants settled in Gedera, south of Tel Aviv. Algerian refugees escaped the French conquest of 1830 and settled in Safed, along Syrians and Jordanian Bedouins. Tiberias and other parts of the Galilee were also sites for Arab migrants. Muslims from Bosnia, Turkmenistan, and Yemen further diversified the Arab demography west of the Jordan River. Aryeh Avneri, a groundbreaking historian of Arab and Jewish migration, documented 205,000 Muslims, Christians, and Jews in 1554, 275,000 in 1800, and 532,000 in 1890, resulting from accelerated immigration. In 1869, Mark Twain wrote in Innocents Abroad, "Of all the lands there are for dismal scenery, Palestine must be the prince. The hills are barren, the valleys are unsightly deserts. Palestine is desolate and unlovely." Arabs have not been in the land of Israel from time immemorial. No Palestinian people was ever robbed of its land. There is no basis for an Arab claim of return, and the 320,000 Arab refugees were created by the 1948 Arab invasion of Israel and Israeli-Arab collaboration with the invasion. The hypocrisy and immorality of the Palestinian refugee phantom, which was created as a tool to delegitimize Israel, is highlighted by the 1 million Syrian refugees in Jordan, the hundreds of thousands of Palestinian refugees from Kuwait, Syria, and Iraq, and the 100 million refugees since the end of the Second World War. All of them have not received Palestinian-style attention by the international community. The next 6-minute video will highlight the 820,000 forgotten Jewish refugees from Arab lands.